Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're deep into gacha games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, or ZZZ, you know the drill. The fan wars, the toxicity, and that weird loyalty that turns fun into feuds. I have my points on the side monitor, so if I glance over, not because I'm ignoring you, but it's because I'm reading to get my thoughts in order, because there's a lot that goes on in this brain, and I plan on making a whole video about that another day. Okay. Today we're tackling gacha tribalism, and why it sucks, how it happens, and how we can all just chill and play what we want, and who gives a fuck because it's not a war. You are not representing a country. It's pixels and waifus. And before I go even deeper into this, there's a difference between tribalism and constructive criticism. Tribalism is that blind, hostile loyalty that shuts down any dissent, while also preventing the player base to increase because you are gatekeeping it from new players who are playing other gacha games. Like if I played Honkai Star Rail and I wanted to enter the Woo community, and the Woo community is like, no, we don't welcome you because you play HSR. That's kind of fucked. You know, I'm trying to try your game out. Healthy criticism, on the other hand, is thoughtful feedback that actually helps the game improve, like pointing out bugs, story issues, or tackling improvements. I do apologize, my cam does have a tendency to follow me. We'll weave into real examples from Twitter to show that this isn't just theory, but it's actually happening every single day. And if you are scripting your own video or just vibing, let's dive in, because I really want to know more. And please join the Discord server to share your thoughts, because I genuinely want game communities to improve and not suck. Hold on one second. Let's check out this new cool phone case. All right, unrelated. All right. Defining gacha tribalism. It's more than just preferences. It's an intense, hostile loyalty to games. Like treating it like it's a sacred golden goose, or like it's like you have your golden goose and you're bashing your rivals, bro. It's okay to have like fandom wars. I'm cool with that, but like it just seems kind of gatekeepy. To a degree, it does. Genshin diehards versus Wuwa fans, or Hoyo shills versus Kuro bots. Right? Or like internal fights, like ZZZ is a better Genshin, or Star Rail is a better. Who is Star Rail really competing against? Summoner's War? Okay, anyway, Star Rail's better than Genshin. It's just gatekeeping on steroids, and it's not even casual at this point. It's not even like for fun. It's not even like Akano versus Rias, where it's like Rias is the bat. Nah, Akano's the bat. It's like, come on, bro. It's like those are fun because at the end of the day, you were talking about like a character, but you're not really like gatekeeping. It's not like you can't like both. I still think Rias is the better girl. If anyone has an issue with that, fight me. Anyways, how are these echo chambers formed? Obviously, the biggest place to form them is Twitter. I feel like Reddit is also helpful to that. But the thing about Reddit is you kind of like lock them in a community. There isn't like obviously there's generic gacha like zones and gacha communities, right? But I feel like most of the Wuwa fandom is going to go to the Wuwa subreddit, so you don't really see that like cross hate like you do on X. Your X feed, your Blue Sky feed, whatever social threads. I don't know. I don't use threads or Blue Sky as much, really. I honestly debating on deleting my Blue Sky. But it's your social media algorithms that like amplify these like group validations and like group hate, because they usually just blow up, right? Friendly banter turns aggressive, calling out tourists, demanding devs cater to real fans only. Debates evolve into personal attacks, like harassing VAs over ships or designs, or hive-minding against playstyles. Western Blue Archive fans gatekeeping Eastern Simps by claiming it's for kids. Okay, actually, I kind of agree with that one. Good job, Western fans. I do not like Blue Archive. I'm sorry. Ooh, did I just do a tribalism thing? No, I'm kidding. Let's delete the early warning signs. Friendly banter turns aggressive, calling out tourists, demanding devs cater to real fans only. Gacha games are fucking casual games that you're supposed to log in maybe for like a day, play 20 minutes, and then dip and go live your day-to-day life, right? No one is telling you to be fucking Tuhu and sitting on your ass for like 6 hours to play gacha games and make fucking dolphin logs. These games are meant to be fun and chill. and casual. There's a reason they're on your goddamn phone. By the way, like my phone case, it's pretty cool. Now, the cost of divisions. Devs avoid risk or collabs due to hostile fan silos. Imagine if Wuwa and Genshin did a collab, bro. People would lose their shit, but at the same time, I just imagine a fucking like war just happening, bro. And I thought being in America was like having your issues with the left versus the right versus this versus that, Democrat. Everything is like some kind of like fight, and it's annoying. I'm not saying let's all be like hippies and be like, hey, yo, world peace, gacha peace, right? I will say, if Wuwa were to steal anything from Genshin, give me those free pulls for every single time I level up a unit. That would actually be kind of nice, but that's not the point. Alienate new players. Imitating vibe shrinks can Star Rail's better, or Wuwa owns this, or like streamers quit gacha content to switching to war-free zones, like non-gacha get. Ooh. Okay, alienate new players. It's intimidating, and it just pushes new players out, in my opinion, right? And so I'm gonna switch the. All right, Kerbalicious here. Cool dude, part of the Eggers community. I don't know you, but I'm gonna follow you. You seem like a nice dude. Basically, he got blacked by Augusta Wuwa, who's a daily Augusta account. By the way, daily any game account, in my opinion, is trash. Ooh. And it's okay. It's not like you guys know who that is. Basically, he goes into full context. So let's break it down. Shocker! It's physically possible to like and play more than one gacha because this daily Augusta person is upset that HSR fans are responding. I'm assuming. I don't know. And then you're an HSR player trying to barge into the WoW community. Get the fuck out. That there, right there, is just like. Anyways, let's keep reading. I've been playing WoW since day one. I actually got into HSR late around Black Swan's banner. Now, actually, when did Black Swan come out? Okay, not the movie. Fuck it. HSR Black Swan release date. February 6th. Wuwa came out last year. So I'm assuming the rerun, right? I'm assuming you started around 2.5. Let's just go based off that, not 2.0. And so, shut the fuck up, HSR sheep. Get the fuck out. Bro ran out of arguments, and how about you actually go back to posting about Augusta instead of trying to farm Twitter clout? Ooh, spicy. I like you, Kirby. Kind of spicy. But then again, Kirby eats anything, right? So, you're the one who quoted me, you miserable HSR fan. Bro ran out of arguments. How about you actually go back to... Oh, wait, no, I read that. Yeah, because you're... That word. You're the one that's still coping and replying even though after being proven wrong. I'm right. Being your Kane HSR fan. Don't spread your mental illness everywhere. How is it a mental illness to play both HSR and Wuwa? Does that mean I got a mental illness for playing 4? Don't answer that. I don't want any community. I don't want anyone saying yes in the chat, the comments. I do not have a mental illness for playing all 4. That's why I like the Gacha Zone Twitter. They don't just post about anything Gacha. Probably typically the big 4, but it's still like entertaining nonetheless. Like, look, Donheng got a growth spurt, or like, I actually don't know who this is. The Astral Express is glitching. Yeah, no, it's just memes. I like this because it's just funny AF. Strategy talks and pull celebrations become like defenses. It's just like, you can't be happy for anyone. You just really gotta like just talk shit for the sake. And I feel like we're at the point where people are just talking shit and doing things for the sake of views. Shit, maybe I'm making this video for the sake of views. Now, the root causes for, I feel like, a lot of this gacha tribalism stuff is the sunk cost fallacy. I spent $30,000 in Genshin Impact, and I will tell you right now, that game's a piece of shit. Now, if you don't want to take my sample, Tecton has spent $500,000. Dude, I wish I had $500,000. He spent $500,000 on Genshin. First off, that's a ridiculous number, but I believe it. I've seen how many C6s that dude has. He's given away a lot of characters. I remember him giving Raidens, Nahidas, Cleese. I remember him doing that. He probably spent 500K. There's no question about that. But I feel like that loyalty and that tribalism stems from that aspect, right? And what I mean by that is like forget the fact that I spent 30, like because I spent so much time, energy, and money into a game, it makes me more loyal and more hesitant to try another game. But like it's not like I won't say it's like a bad thing entirely. Like I won't forever give up on Genshin. And in a way, I feel like he won't say it. Maybe he will. Tectone said he's going to play Not Karai, and he still was reacting to some Genshin like live streams up to like 5.5, I want to say, or 5.6, and giving his feedback because arguably Genshin fans wanted his feedback, or the community wanted his like opinion, so he was reacting to it. Nicholas Light and Mr. Poke. Mr. Poke is an HSR streamer. Nicholas Light was enjoying WoWa, and he said he's going to try out Genshin. Tectone, as a person who I know does not like Genshin, even though he spent 500K on it, he still encourages people to try it and to formulate their own opinion on the game. Another like outside example of gachas entirely, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon is arguably considered to be one of the worst Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game in the franchise, but I'm enjoying it because I formulated my own opinion. I'm not going based off what the internet's saying. I'm playing it for myself. I didn't even know it was hated until I started looking up stuff on it because I was super excited about it, and I just saw a bunch of hate, and I'm like, well, you know, to each their own, right? Games also become to core of online sales, and that is a very true statement, right? Let's look at my little shelf back there. The top shelf is all Nintendo stuff, or second shelf is all Nintendo stuff. You see the Winged Dragon of Ra. Okay, you can only see like the like shelf. Most of my games are Transformers, Persona, Final Fantasy, and the entire like second row is Pokemon and Switch games. Does that make me a Nintendo shill? Does that make me a Persona bot? A Final Fantasy hoe? I don't know. I'm yapping. No, it doesn't. I just enjoy these games, right? And yes, games do become a core of ourselves, but like I said, I play Persona and I play Pokemon, 2 turn-based games. I play Final Fantasy, also turn-based. I loved Expedition 33. Still playing it. Literally just started, not too deep in. Loving it. No war, no tribalism, no BS, no nonsense. Just playing what I want when I want. But like, now if someone were to talk about like why Pokemon Emerald is a shit game, obviously I'd get defensive because it's my favorite game of all time. If someone brought up valid criticism, I wouldn't like be closed off to it, because like what I've been seeing from the internet as a whole, it's like no one can like debate like they used to. It's not like two people having different opinionated views, and this probably stems from a bigger issue. I think the world is just filled with too much anger and hate. All right, now how do we break this cycle? Let's promote constructive discourse. Let's highlight positives cross-game chats. Like, Wuwa does this really well. Genshin should do this. Honkai does this really well. The other game should do this. And something like now it just sounds like I'm talking about these random points. Let me give you actual examples, right? Genshin's daily system, shit, hate it. But Genshin's every time you level up a character to the next stage, you get a free pull. Kind of nice. I kind of wish Wuwa had that. I'll be honest, right? Okay. Another example, HSR. Their battle pass is weekly, right? And weekly and event based. I don't want to log in every day. HSR, you're fucking amazing. Dude, perfect, right? Genshin's commission system, or HSR's commission system, and ZZZ's commission system, and even Wuwa's commission system is log in, fight monsters, log off. Genshin is like, hey, go deliver some food. Yeah, that kind of blows, doesn't it? Anyways, I do think content creators do cause a bit of this rift by shit talking other games, to be honest. But at the same time, there isn't a single content creator I can think of that if you told them to try another gacha game or asked them if they try or were like open to playing another gacha game, they wouldn't say no. They would just be like, oh, I tried it, I didn't like it. And that's fine. Let's avoid blind defenses as a whole. And the game wars. I'm gonna refer to them as the game wars. You can love more than one game. Not every game is perfect. These are gacha games that make billions of dollars. But at the same time, they don't care if you play another gacha game. It's not that deep. It's not like HSR is gonna stop giving you 600 gems every patch because you decided to go play Wuwa. Same with Genshin. They don't care. I mean, they care to the extent where they want you to be playing their game only. But at the same time, it's not that big a deal if you want to go dabble another game. Maybe you'll like it. Hey, Genshin fans, go fucking try out ZZZ. Go try out Wuwa. Go try out HSR. That vice versa for all the other games. HSR, go try out other games. You might genuinely enjoy it. I'm not gonna say let's not talk negatively about these games because these games can do dumb fucking decisions. Let's just focus on rebuilding the community and celebrating the genre as a whole. Focused on shared joy, grinding pulls, epic stories, my favorite waifu, your favorite waifu. Let's not try to gatekeep. Let's try to be inclusive, you know. Let's not try to do like a wall. You can't enter the Wuwa community because you play HSR. Yes, I'm referring to you, Daily Augusta. Let's try to create a space in the gacha verse where opinions are respected, passionate, and we have actual legitimate human debates. I think this has turned so much into just like a mini online war when it should just be debates. And I'm not talking about like our last two presidential debates or three presidential debates. I'm like thinking of times where you're talking about actual points, not like constantly criticizing the other person. And at the end of the day, just play what you want. We'll give you a joy. If someone's talking shit about Wuwa, just ignore them. If someone's talking shit about Genshin, just ignore them. I'm sick of the Hoyo Shill Kuro bot nonsense. I know I joke about it too, so I'm a hypocrite in that sense. But like, it's not that deep, brother. It's not. It really isn't. And let's just try to play what we want and makes us happy. You know. At the end of the day, I'm gonna still play Genshin. I'm still gonna skip every unit except for Alice, Varka. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Flynn is getting my attention. ZZZ, I'll be honest. I'm considering not playing ZZ. We're gonna still make content on it. It's just I personally won't pull on it no more. I realize I'm not playing as much. I've been trying to get more in shape. Do I look like I'm getting fit, chat? It's not like I'm streaming this. This is a pre-recorded video. Hey, if you like that video, don't forget to comment your thoughts on Gacha Tribalism. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, and please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.